Hey Falcon fans, I'm Thomas Mott. Welcome to Atlanta Falcons Today. We're jumping the latest Falcons news and rumors, as well as a preview of the 49er matchup up there in Santa Clara, California on Sunday, which is the biggest game. This is the biggest regular season Falcon game in a very, very long time. We have not had a middle to late December matchup that really matters for the postseason in Atlanta in a long time, and obviously we'll break that down for you guys today. Let's start with some injury news, though, and this broke a couple of days ago, although officially it has been confirmed. I spoke to a source today saying that safety Erik Harris has officially tore his pec in the game against the Carolina Panthers, and he is done for the year and is going to be out for a while. A torn pec, they normally have to go in and surgically repair that. They mend that. My source, my injury expert today, mentioned that is probably what's going to have to happen. He's officially done for the year, and the question is going to be, is he be ready for OTAs and training camp next year? That remains to be seen. Now, with that being said, second-year safety Jaylon Hawkins, who has gotten a lot of praise in the ATL, will start in his place, and that means that you get, a young piece and a young addition with a bright future in there against, an interesting offense, and an offense I think that Kyle Shanahan's going to try to go ahead and take care of or take advantage of in terms of the injury to Erik Harris. Again, Harris wasn't playing at like a Pro Bowl level. He wasn't balling out of his mind, but the veteran ability and leadership of Erik Harris will be missed out there, and it's something you cannot replace with Jaylon Hawkins. And even though I like Jaylon Hawkins, we'll talk about him in just a second here, Erik Harris going down is a tough blow for a team that is trying to go on a little 4-game run here, and, let's roll the dice and see what happens, If they win 3 of their next 4, then they can make the postseason. If they lose on Sunday, go 2 out of their next 4, then they're probably not going to go ahead and make it. Either way, Jaylon Hawkins gets his time to shine. The hype around Jaylon Hawkins has been there since he was brought in last year, and this year he has had some playing time and has started at times due to some minor injuries to both the safeties, but this is truly his time to shine as an actual starting safety in the National Football League, and I hope he's up for it because he's going to be out there against Deebo Samuel, he's out there against Brandon Ayuk, he's going to be out there against George Kittle, and all of which are serious weapons in the National Football League, and they all have a mastermind head coach that will try to expose Hawkins and put him on islands and isolate him and attack him to see if he's ready to rock. So Harris being injured is a tough blow. I'm excited for Hawkins to get the opportunity because I think he's the future at safety, but he's got to really show up here on Sunday in what is a must-win game. Ad break really quickly here. Pin comment down below. Confidence level in the Falcons heading into the 49ers game. How confident are you? Like scale 1 to 10. Excuse me. How confident are you feeling in this game? Let me know down below right now in the comment section. I feel decent. I'm at a 6 or a 7. Obviously, it's the Falcons, so you never know. But I feel pretty confident about this. I'm at least more than a 5, so give me a little pat in the back for that. Give me your thoughts down below right now. All right, let's move on to Todd McShay's latest mock draft, which I know it's early for mock draft stuff. It's the first mock draft I've talked about here on the channel, but we are getting close to the end of the year. And once that is done, then we'll talk a lot about mock drafts. And Todd McShay, of course, is one of my favorite mockers. I think he does a great job in terms of mock drafts at ESPN. Met him a couple of times. Nice guy. He released his first really mock draft in December, and it's very interesting. So it has the Falcons picking 8th overall, which obviously is where they're at right now if the season ended today. But he has the Falcons going offense at 8 overall. And I'll show you the pick here in just a second. It's an odd one. First, to remind you, here are the first 5 picks for the Atlanta Falcons going into the draft. They have 8 overall, as it stands, because this can change. 43 overall, 61 overall. Of course, that's the Titans pick via Julio Jones. 74 overall, and 111 overall is your 4th-round draft pick. So 5 in the first 4 rounds, and obviously the one we're focused on today is the 8th overall draft pick, and who Todd McShay has them taking. Before I show you who that is, be sure to subscribe to the channel as we do incredible draft coverage here. We will be getting into the draft hot and heavy here in just a couple of weeks, getting you ready for wherever the Falcons are picking. So go down below and subscribe. We also, on our main Chat Sports channel, which will be linked down below as well, we did a full breakdown of McShay's mock with all 32 teams. So if you want to see a full breakdown of the first round according to Todd McShay, try to go over to our normal Chat Sports page. Just search it above me and check that one out. So at number 8 overall, he has the Falcons taking Jameson Williams, the wide receiver out of Alabama, who, if you haven't watched a lot of Bama games, you're saying, who? Well, he's one of the better young, Alabama receivers we've seen the past couple of years, and that's what Bama does. They go from Julio to Ridley. You fast forward a little bit, Devontae Smith last year, and now Jameson Williams and John Mechie are the 2, elite receivers at Alabama expected to come out in this year's draft. I understand the pick due to Calvin Ridley being, MIA this year with the off-the-field issues and not necessarily guaranteed to come back, but I just don't know if this is the biggest pressing need for the Falcons. Like, they need a wide receiver, don't get me wrong, and I would love Jameson Williams in Atlanta. I think him, if Ridley came back, alongside Ridley would be a great 1-2 punch, alongside Kyle Pitts. That's a great offense, but defense needs to be the focus in the first round, or at least offensive line. Right? I don't think he'd be a skill player. I don't think a wide receiver or a running back make a lot of sense for the Atlanta Falcons. Now, the issue is, and why Williams was the pick for Todd McShay, is that most of the good defensive players were already off the board. So some of the other picks here, we'll highlight them. Aiden Hutchinson, he's going to go first overall. If he didn't go first overall, he's going to go second overall. It's him and Thibodeau, the two pass rushers that will be 1 and 2 in this draft. And so Atlanta doesn't seem to have a chance at either one of those unless they want to trade up. Derek Stingley, who we'd like opposite of A.J. Terrell, the cornerback out of LSU, he went 4th to the Jets, I believe. I think it was the Jets or the Giants. Either way, he goes off the board. And then a safety like Kyle Hamilton. I don't think Atlanta would go safety in the first round, but Hamilton's a beast, and he's like, one of the greats to come out of the draft. He was also right there, but they decided to go wide receiver over, obviously, safety. First quarterback was Kenny Pickett, the quarterback out of Pitt, going to the Pittsburgh Steelers. I don't think that's going to happen. Actually, no, it was Matt Corral, went number 11 to Philadelphia. So I don't think that's going to happen either. But if you wanted a quarterback, they were available in this mock draft overall. So that was Todd McShay's mock draft. To me, fascinating stuff. But at the same time, I don't know if I'd go wide receiver. And so obviously things are going to change, but we cover it all here on the channel. What position will the Falcons draft with their first round draft pick? Obviously pass rusher and offensive line are where I think they're going to go. But where do you think that they're going to go in the first round? Let me know down below right now in the comment section. I really think pass rusher. That's where I would go, but give me your thoughts. All right, before we go and get into my matchup here, my preview of the 49er game, there are some polos that are insanely cheap right now at chatsports.com/Falcons polo. I mean, they are, 2 for $35, a red and a black one. This is a great gift for that special someone in your life. Link is down below in the description box, and it's December 16th, and so you got to get it ordered quickly, but most of the orders there, if you get the fast shipping, will be there in time for Christmas, which is important. So jump on this deal right now. Again, 2 for $35, 2 polos get you ready for the Falcon fan and the Falcon Christmas that you want, hopefully, to have. All right, final thoughts here. Matchup quickly. This is a must-win football game, and there are a lot of times that you sit back and you go, okay, mathematically they could lose this game and then win out the rest of the way. And if the Niners lose another game, then they can go. No, stop. That's all mathematical stuff. Let's talk about reality. You got to win this game. Because if you lose this game, you then do not have a tiebreaker against the 49ers, against the Eagles, or the Washington football team. Those are the 3 most likely teams to make the wildcard spots at 6 and 7. So you got to have at least one tiebreaker. At least one tiebreaker. Philadelphia and the Washington football team play each other twice the next 3 weeks. They're going to knock each other out. At least one of them will. And so you assumedly have to have the tiebreaker against the Niners in order to go ahead and make it in. I know they're more talented than you. I know they're a great football team, but they have got to go ahead and win this football game. Because if they don't, then their chances at the postseason are virtually done. What's your score prediction right now for 49ers Falcons? Where are you at? I mean, Vegas says the 49ers win by 10 points or more, which is surprising to me, because even though I think they're good, and their pass rush is great, but give me your thoughts on a score prediction for 49ers Falcons down below right now in the comments section. In terms of San Francisco, final thing here, they have been playing well, and besides that Seattle loss 2 weeks ago, they have been scoring points, they've been getting stops on defense, and Nick Bosa is really coming into his own, as he obviously got to his 12th sack of the year, so the offensive line is going to have to work hard, and this defense is going to have to find a way to slow down what is now a resurgent Brandon Ayuk, and a very good, as always, Deebo Samuel, George Kittle, and company. So it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. But as we look at the NFC playoff picture to wrap this show up, you've got to find a way to win this game, because that way you could then beat the Lions in 2 weeks. You could lose to the Bills. That's a tough game. The Bills are battling for a playoff spot in the AFC, and then beat the Saints, and you're in. I mean, it's that simple. So just get the job done. I know there are people who are like, oh, do we need to go to the playoffs? Yes, you want to go. Be the 7th seed. I don't care if you lose in the first round. Get in at all costs. If they win on Sunday, a very good chance of doing so. All right, ultimate video day on our Atlanta Falcons news and rumor video. A little preview there at the end. Make sure you guys are subscribed. Plenty of great content upcoming, as we will cover it all next week and break it all down as we always do. Hopefully talking about a big Atlanta Falcons win on Sunday. Again, for Atlanta Falcons Today, I'm Thomas Mott. We sign off for the rest of your day.